Hi everyone, this is Balázs from RacingBrick. We are back on track with the reviews after a short break. I was genuinely surprised how many of you were curious about my trike from the teaser. That build is still a work in progress, but once I'm happy with it, I will definitely share a full video. But today we are here to talk about the LEGO Technic 42214 Lamborghini Revuelto. This is the only Control Plus set of the year. You can see the logo right on the box, along with the usual smart device required notice. The back of the box is quite busy. We get a rear view of the car, more Control Plus branding, and, surprise, the Asphalt Legends Unite co-branding has now reached even the larger Technic sets after showing up on the Car Transporter gang. Let's open the box. The set has 1135 pieces, the price is €180 or $190, and it is already available for purchase. Inside, we get 8 numbered bags, 1 unnumbered bag, 2 cardboard boxes, the tires, and an envelope. The smaller cardboard box has this weird flap and contains the rechargeable battery. The larger box holds the all-in-one hub, familiar from the Porsche GT4 performance, and these two fit together. But as it turns out, they are not exactly the same as in the Porsche, more on that in a second. The envelope contains a code sheet for the Asphalt game, one small and one large sticker sheet, and the instructions. The manual has a lot of info about the hub, but no background on the real car. Here's the parts list if you're interested. Now let's start building. But let's first take a look at the hub and battery. I quickly opened the Porsche so you can see the difference. The new battery now has 2 pinholes, which the older version didn't. There also seems to be metal contacts inside the hub's pinholes, which is odd since we insert simple plastic parts into them. My first thought was that this is a safety update, maybe the locking mechanism needed improvement, but I can't imagine a situation where it would unlock accidentally. Either way, once you insert the locking pins into the holes, it becomes impossible to remove the battery. And since you can charge it outside the hub or buy it separately, I'm not sure why you'd need to remove it anyway. But there's a twist. I checked the PDF instructions for the Porsche and found something odd. That set was also silently updated to this new design. So if you buy a new one now, you will likely get the battery and the hub with pinholes. That pretty much confirms this is a safety change. Back to the Lamborghini. We now slap a V12 sticker on the battery. Kind of ironic in a LEGO Technic model, don't you think? The first few steps are very similar to the Porsche, nearly identical in fact. Here's the build after bag 1. By the end of phase 2, we are prompted to test the build. The app has a dedicated test function, but we need to run a firmware update first. Once reconnected, the app shows some basic movements that we have to confirm are working correctly. So far, the construction still closely mirrors the Porsche. There are some differences, but most of the structure is nearly the same. Now we reach the first unique section, featuring a few angled assemblies. Time to add the headlights. The new number 7 connectors are used a lot in this set to create those subtle angles. We are now building a fairly complex rear section, and the 16L soft axle in light bluish grey returns after 20 years. The small panel fairings are new in trans red, and they get transparent stickers. We also add the first fiber optic cables. This seems to be a new length. Now we attach this whole assembly to the build, connect the fiber optics, and lock it into place. The large mudguard panel returns in this color from the Skyline set, but the smaller one next to it is a new recolor. By the end of bag 4, we are prompted to test the rear lights. Here's an interesting detail in the manual. Part of the panel is made semi-transparent to show exactly where a pin goes. That's a rare instruction technique. As we add more panels, you will notice this set has a lot of recolors. It's worth checking the set's replicable inventory to find all the rare parts that only appear here. Let's be honest, stickered exhaust on a Technic set of this size, that feels a bit lazy. We then add longer fiber optic cables with ripped hoses, followed by a long flip-flop beam with the steering wheel. After finishing one of the front wheel arches, the app prompts us to test the front lights at the end of phase 6. Next, we assemble the hood and the second wheel arch. And now here's a brand new piece, specially designed for this set, the LED lights, which come with a cross-axle connection. Let's install them, and when I turn off the lights, yep, they glow in the dark. Very cool. The roof and engine cover are single unit and attached in one step. The engine cover opens, revealing that nice V12 sticker on the battery. The A-pillars use flex axles, and then we build a big black assembly before opening the last bag. Now we build what's probably the most complex section, the door. Well, not just the door, it's the entire side of the car. And the door can be opened. But why does that matter? Because the charging port is behind this assembly, so you have to remove the whole side of the car to access it. In a Technic set, that feels like a very clumsy solution. The last parts are the wheels. Oddly, the rear wheels get an axle and a black bush, but I'm not sure why. And we are done. So here's the finished model. It definitely has recognizable features from the rear Revuelto, but I think the proportions are off. It feels too long and narrow, it should be at least 2 modules wider. The wheels are also smaller than they should be, but that's typical for LEGO Technic sets. The Porsche had the same problem, although the wheels there blended in better. Are there any manual functions? Well, barely. The engine cover opens, revealing the stickered non-removable battery, but that's about it. The Porsche at least had opening doors with a smart locking mechanism. While charging, you can still connect to the app, it shows the battery percentage and estimated time remaining, which is a useful touch. Now let's connect to drive. The app calibrates steering, although it finishes the animation before the car completes the movement. You get a basic tutorial at the start: steering, throttle, brake. There are 2 drive modes, electric and combustion, which I guess replaces turbo mode. Here's the speed of the electric mode, we have a button to turn the lights on and off, and here is the speed in the petrol engine mode. Not super fast, but more than enough for indoor play. Bonus feature: if you crash into something, the lights flash, it's a nice little touch. There's also a track mode where you are told to set up obstacles 3 Lamborghinis apart. Well, I placed the tires as instructed, started the race, and as you can see, I'm a terrible driver with the touch controls, but even with the destroyed obstacles and unfinished track, the app tells me I finished this race. This mode joins the long list of useless extra play features we've seen in other Control Plus car profiles. There's also a difference in how the hubs behave. On the Porsche, the lights flash briefly when trying to connect and then turn off. The Lamborghini hub keeps the lights on even if not connected, sort of like a display mode. You have to long press the button to turn it off. Now let's take a quick look at the content of the game. This is what the LEGO Lamborghini will look like if you are interested in these things. And now here's a quick side-by-side Porsche versus Lamborghini. Which one wins? The Porsche has fewer parts, but that doesn't really show. Yet it's also cheaper, 10 euros or 20 bucks less. The Lamborghini has more loose and fragile parts, they don't fall off easily, but you'll definitely need to reposition them if bumped. The Porsche feels more solid, and don't forget, it has opening doors. So for me, the Porsche is the clear winner. If you like this RC experience with the all-in-one hub, lights and app control, I would recommend the Porsche. I can't think of a single reason why the Lamborghini would be a better choice. It's a shame because I would have loved the cool-looking Technic Lamborghini in this scale, but this set just isn't it. I also do wonder what's next for Control Plus. Over the past 2 years, we've only seen these cars with integrated hubs. The hub and battery aren't sold separately, can be used with powered-up custom controls, and RacingBrick support is locked out. It's disheartening to see LEGO Technic moving further from the brand's core strength, customization. I really hope this is a transitional phase and something better is coming, but based on recent years, I'm not feeling too optimistic. So folks, what do you think about this set? The build, the features, the comparison with the Porsche? Let's talk about it in the comment section. If you enjoyed this video, then please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe with notifications as more exciting LEGO videos are coming soon. See you next time, bye bye.